What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Let's Play Minecraft series. I'm SkyCastle Gaming, and this is my Minecraft world. So in between our last episode and this one, I did a little mining off camera, got a few diamonds, got some diamond gear, as well as some building blocks, some resources. Not much, but a little bit. Kind of made this village my little temporary area. And today we're going to build a starter house. Over there in that little first hill, we'll build a little starter building. And it'll be kind of the first building in our set of what we're going to build out here in this shattered biome. I'm really interested. I'm tossing a few ideas up and down between two particular ideas of building two separate castles and kind of fusing them together in the center. With this particular biome, it might be hard to pull off since there's really like three main towers or pillars. We'll see. I may switch it up and try something a little different. But this is where we're going to be building. This will be our starter base. We'll have three little buildings right here going up at diagonal and one big one to the left. This one big one will be the actual starter base. And then we may turn this into our mine shaft. I already kind of made some steps for us to get down, and this is kind of one of the areas I've been mining. So yeah, that's what we're going to do this episode. So let's get started. Alright everybody, we have this time lapse of the starter bases I'm building. It took a little while to get everything going, working with the different color palettes and just trying to build a gradient on to the buildings. Kind of went with stone, andesite, diorite, and calcite. I was really hoping the gradients would come out a little better. I think I need just bigger buildings for the gradients to work out. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way my first builds turned out. And as I was building this first building and working with the windows, it kept looking like a face. So after just kind of messing with it, I just bought into the face looking buildings and kept with it. And then the last building right here, this tall one, I really wanted to make it look like a surprise faced. Just trying to buy into that face looking build style. And I think it turned out okay. May put tinted glass for the stones later on. And then started on the main base, the actual area that I'm going to use as my base. The two center buildings will probably be farms, and that tall surprised building will be my nether portal area. Alright everyone, we're back and I hope y'all enjoyed the time lapse. This is my starter base. They kind of turned out to look like faces on the first one, so I just went in for it and kept them all looking like faces. I'll use this big one as my starter base, and the others probably put some farms in that I want to run constantly, like an iron farm, maybe some kind of carrot farm, and this tall one I think I'm going to build my nether portal in. I still have some details to attach. I like need a path to them as well as some stairs, maybe some terraforming just to make it look like, well, it's actually used and lived in. And I also want to add some details, maybe some vines, maybe some lichens, add a little like glow light at night. But overall, yeah, this is my starter base. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, it's like my first build ever in Minecraft of trying to actually build a house. So if it looks pretty good. The next thing I want to do is I want to turn this village into like an industrial zone. Since my main base will be up in the shattered savanna up here, I'm thinking this might be far enough that the chunks won't load. They might. And I can have more of the farms that I don't really care about when they're running right here, like a villager breeder. Probably turn that into the villager breeder, and just so it doesn't really mess with the chunk loading too much. I have no food, but to do that I will need to level out this place. I'm gonna level it out, build some buildings, villager breeder, and then get some villager trading hall going. And to do that, we need to go to the Nether. So that will be our next stop, is going to the Nether. Make sure I have a gold helmet. That's what make that. Can't go to the Nether without gold helmets anymore. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what's on the other side. Hopefully we get a good setup. Oh. It's a really good spawn. Make sure I get my bow ready. Nice. Ooh, and they gotta drop the tier. Better put that on before that dude sees me. Soul Sand Valley. Crimson Forest. There's a warped forest right around there too. And that is awesome. That's what we need. I thought I saw a warped forest over here. Maybe not. There's the rest of the fortress. I hear some blaze. Let's go get those blaze. Get one more. Nothing. Nice. Get out of here. See what they got. Diamonds. Nether wart. Gold. Alright, let's come back here with some torches and light up the place. Figure out what we got. Wrong way. Let's go do some bordering real quick. Let's get out of here. Come back and barter later when my pockets aren't full. It's a nice little spawn. Wish there was a warped forest around. I thought I saw one though. So this will be our starter base. I'll probably hollow this out. It'll start out as the starter base, and then I'll probably turn it into a storage system, just since if I plan to have my industrial area right here, it'll be a quick, easy farm. And if my base is over there, I'm hoping to use tridents, move pretty quick. We'll see. I may move my storage base up there. But for now, this will be my starter area. Just gotta add some storage and start bringing all my stuff in here. And I really want to tear down all this village. So next process will be me moving everything into my starter base, cleaning that up, adding all those chests, and then destroying all of this and taking it. And let's get that started. Alright everybody, so we got the storage system set up a little bit in our starter base. We'll probably have a lofts type thing up there. Just kind of getting started here. We went to the Nether, got a few things. Let me show you the things I got from the Nether. Got a little bit. Mainly I wanted the blaze rods. Get a brewing stand. I want to do a villager trading hall soon. Get a quick nap right here. Make it daytime. So yeah, I got some magma stone as well as some soul sand so we can make some bubble elevators. But really one of these blaze rods. Had a really good spawn in on the Nether as well. We're right next to well, a blaze spawner. Also came down here, made a very makeshift slime chunk or slime spawner with a 1.18. We have to be a little careful with light levels. I say a little careful. Hostile mobs that we don't want don't spawn unless it's completely darkness. But slimes spawn with light level 7 or lower. So I have to play with the torches a little bit, make sure we get light level 7. And there's one slime right there. Nice. And didn't drop anything. Oh well. Also with all the cave updates in 1.18, you really have to light up every single cave around just to kind of get any kind of spawns going on. So it took me a while. Ended up having to go caving and finding a bunch of caves around my slime chunk just to light it up so I could get a few spawns. Took me a lot longer than it should have, than it normally does. Just so many caves around now. This whole place is just nothing but caves basically. So we got that set up. Started slowly breaking down the town. I think the next thing we're gonna do is destroy this town and start setting up. Moved our livestock over here. We got our horse over here. Might start breeding some horses. I'm not too sure. Maybe get a couple of fast ones. We got our cows right here. It's gonna be a food source for a little bit, as well as some sheep. I'll slowly start dyeing them different colors. Have a bunch of different sheep and just kind of spread out the farm that way and level this out. But that'll all be in future episodes. It's very low on the priority list. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have a quick time lapse of, well, me destroying this town and it just becoming, well, all flat. I'm gonna take down pretty much all the structures except for the little church or whatever that thing is, where the brewing stand is. We're gonna leave that for last because the next thing I really want to focus on is I want to get a villager trading hall set up. But before that, I need to do a infinite village breeder. I'll use Logical Geek Boy's design. I'll toss his link in the description. And this is pretty much all the resources that we need to knock that out. It'll be a quick time lapse of me cutting everything down in the village, flattening it all out, and then building the villager breeder. And then we'll come back and take a look at it. Okay, this is a time lapse of me taking apart this village, just trying to make room and decimate everything so that we can start building some industrial farms. One of those farms is going to be the Infinite Villager Breeder farm, which is going to appear in the time lapse in a few minutes or a few seconds, as well as the Villager Trading Hall. The Villager Breeder farm that I use is from Logical Geek Boy, link in the description. Pretty cool time lapse of just a village disappearing in 20 seconds. And then this is the design for the Infinite Villager Breeder. I had 2 villagers up at the top of the church somehow. They wouldn't come down, so I just built it up there. Nice and easy. Villagers can be a pain to deal with, so I took the easy route. And we'll try to build a trading hall somewhere around this height and connect the builds together and make it look good. Alright guys, so here we are. We finished building the Villager Breeder. This is Logical Geek Boy's design. As you can see, 9x9 with crops for the 2 villagers to breed, and then then a capture zone for the babies. When they grow up, they'll be pushed in here. Might try to build something to have this not looking so much like an eyesore just sticking out here. There's also supposed to be a minecart rail catch system right at the end here. I'm not sure how I want to do this. I kind of built it high off the ground because my 2 villagers at the top were on top of the little church that used to be here. But we cleaned out this whole village, flattened everything, kind of just dismantled their entire village. And they were at the top of the church for some reason, so I just left them there and built around them, and that's why it ended up being so high. Got an on and off switch right here with this slime piston here. I can hit it without eating. So that's on. This is off with the block in the way so they can't see the beds. And when they grow up, they'll be caught right here. And with the transparent blocks, you can just get a minecart and pick up the villager. I'm going to have a villager trading hall, so I might build the villager trading hall up close right here. Maybe a multi-story trading hall. That way this doesn't look so crazy being so high off the ground. We'll probably also do some terraforming right here a little bit. As well as improve our livestock situation over there. But we did a lot this episode. Got our starter base set up, along with a couple of other buildings and another portal, even a storage system. We completely cleaned out this entire village. Used to be a bunch of buildings here. And got our villager breeder set up, as well as set up some livestock over there. Got our horses, sheep, and cows. Right now I'm just living off of carrots. We definitely got to change that. And we got just 2 random villagers chilling right here. Can't do that because they're definitely going to get turned into zombies if I forget to sleep one night. So yeah, got a lot done this episode. It may end up being shorter with all the time lapse. So next episode we'll probably try to get a farm set up for some hay and carrots. That way we can keep our horses, cows, and sheep fed. And get off the carrots and maybe get onto the beef. That would be ideal. And we may start on the villager trading hall. Still not sure what I want to do right here with the collection system and the trading hall. I would like it to be somewhat cool. I'll have to think about it. If you have any ideas, let me know. If you have any comments or tips about our buildings with faces on it, let me know in the comments. It just kind of happened that way, and I kind of like them. I still need to add some details. I would like to add some more moss to them, maybe some glow lichen just to give it a little extra color at night, as well as just kind of change it up. My gradient wasn't all that well, but all in all, I'm happy with it. It turned out pretty good. Yeah, some of my first builds, so pretty happy with this so far. Well, that's it for this episode. I'll see you next time. Y'all have a good one.